I think what we saw and what we ended up with was the result of a free and open process. The Pope at the very beginning said, speak with clarity and charity and listen with humility. And that's what happened. I think if there was any glitch along the way, it was the interim relatio was seen by many as not being as balanced as it should have been. At least from their perspective, it wasn't as reflective of the balance in the discussions. It was really important that that final relatio be a consensus document. There were a number of things that you see in this final document that were only lightly touched upon, and then there were things you see in that interim that aren't in here at all. The whole idea of this gradualism, you don't see that in the final document because the small language groups said, yes, it was said, but it didn't garner support. At the very end, there was the Relatio Synodi, the final piece of work, saying, this is what we think we heard. And you know what verifies that for me? Every single one of those paragraphs received a majority, and only a handful didn't receive the 2/3. What I think Pope Francis succeeded in doing was letting the Synod fathers, letting the Synod participants actually come to a real consensus, even though it's a weak consensus in some areas. That's going to be the working paper, the lineamenta for the next Synod. Between now and next October, I think there's going to be so much fruitful discussion in the Church. We've had such an airing, such an expression of the problematic, that when this is sent out now as a working paper to conferences of bishops all over the world, I think we're going to be hearing more and more the positive side, because that will be the natural reaction to say, okay, we heard a lot of this, but I think we're going to hear from people who are living the wonder of what the Church has experienced and presented from the beginning. Now, I think we're going to be able to celebrate that and find there are a lot of people living it, struggling to live it, and I think they're going to be the witnesses to the next Synod. They're going to be the ones in the next Synod who will be bearing witness to what's ahead of us and what we can be.